Hey guys, welcome back. Today on The Untidy Artist, we're making a candy corn fairy doll. I thought this would be a lot of fun with Halloween coming and with fall in the air. So let's grab some supplies and get started. The first thing you'll need is obviously a fairy doll. Now you can learn how to make a fairy doll by clicking on the tutorial, click on the actual little box there, and it will take you to my basic fairy doll tutorial where I teach you how to take a wooden bead, some floral wire, and some embroidery floss and twist it into this cute little doll. If you're new to making fairies with me, please check out that video, and if you've already made fairies with me before, welcome back. So you can see I've already dressed my sweet little doll here. She's dressed in white because the top of our candy corn is white. And then I have some flowers that are orange and yellow and white, all of the colors of a candy corn. I've got some white embroidery floss, some orange, and some yellow. And then I have some iridescent glitter to decorate her with that is totally optional. And I saw this darling candy corn ribbon at my craft store and decided to grab that as well. Obviously that's optional too. So, and then I've got my glue gun set on low, a pair of scissors, and that's it. So first step is to dress your doll. I've already done that with my white thread. And because I'm basing it on a candy corn, the top of the candy corn is white, the bottom is yellow, and the middle is orange. So those are the colors that I have. I'm going to take apart all of my flowers. Now, if you've already got flowers left over from other projects, go ahead and use those. These were on sale at Michael's, and I thought they were really pretty and very fall looking. So I take apart all of my flowers, and then my longest layers of the skirt are going to be the yellow. So I'm getting the very biggest petals to do that layer. And then my next layer is going to be the orange. And for this one, I just want a little bit of orange so that is our next layer. And then obviously white will be on the top. So I kind of play around with it until I get it to look the way I want it. And I decided I like this look. And then you're going to cut as X into the middle of each flower so you can slip it up and around her waist. Once again, if you have questions about this part, check out my basic fairy doll tutorial. Then I'm going to take the flowers and I'm going to slide them up around her waist, and using little dabs of glue, I'm going to attach the skirt together and kind of hold it together from underneath, pinching it as I go so that all of those flowers stay together. And our doll is dressed. And then you can always go back and kind of add little dabs of glue wherever you feel like you need to if the skirt's kind of sticking up in a spot. And you want to make sure that it's nice and secure. So we have all the colors of our cute candy corn. Now I have some thread here, and I'm going to be taking some white, some orange, and some yellow, and I'm actually going to be putting it in her hair. So I am styling my doll's hair kind of in a side ponytail. So I just smooth down both of the sides, working very slowly. The key is to always smooth the thread down. So I put little dabs of glue on both sides, smooth it down, and then I'm going to put a tiny dab of glue in the back, smooth that down, and I'm going to take it all over to the side. And I'm going to take my thread that I've already set aside, and I decided to touch up that little spot there. And we're going to tie it in a double knot. So left over right, right over left. And what I wanted to do with this part is just repeat those colors of the candy corn. So now I'm going to trim off all the scraggly little ends of her hair. And I'm going to take the two pieces of the colored thread and I am going to braid it, or actually I decided to twist it. So I'm twisting it, both pieces to one side, and then I'm twisting them together on the opposite side. So you can see I've twisted them both that way, and now I'm going to twist them together the opposite direction. And I kind of arrange the colored thread as I go because I just want little pops of color in her hair. And once I get to the end, I'm going to tie it off, so left over right, right over left in a nice secure knot. Trim off my scraggly ends again and give her hair a little touch up if it needs it. And obviously you can style her hair however you'd like. I just thought this would be a fun way to incorporate those colors again. And it would be kind of subtle and not overpower the colors in her skirt. So once she's had a nice haircut and she's not scraggly anymore, I'm going to take this cute candy corn ribbon and I'm just folding it at an angle. So I fold it over at a right angle and then I just fold it back on itself to make a little V. So I'm just putting a small dab of glue. And I didn't really measure this out. I just kind of want it to be on the back of her skirt as a little embellishment for her skirt. I saw this ribbon at Michael's craft store and was inspired to do a candy corn fairy doll, so I thought I would add the ribbon in the tutorial. Now I'm going to set that aside, and you can see I've made some white wings for her. If you'd like to learn how to make wings, you can download this cool little template and check out my fairy doll wing tutorial. Then I decided to grab my glitter, and I'm taking a little bit of my glue from my glue gun and just kind of lining it along the top of her skirt right around her waist, and I'm adding my iridescent glitter just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And I decided to add a little bit at the top of the doll as well. The fun part about fairy dolls is every single one of them turns out so different, and there's so many different ways that you can decorate them and make them unique. So after I've got my glitter on my doll, I'm going to go back and grab my piece of candy corn ribbon, put a big dab of glue, and hold that down. And then on top of that, I'm going to add her wings. So I decided to keep the wings white to keep the candy corn colors going in order. And then I decided to go back and add a little bit of glitter to her wings. The more glitter, the better, I say. And it always looks like I'm using a ton of glitter. I really don't. I always pour it back into my container. I decided to add a little bit of glitter to the back, just right on top of that little piece of felt that's holding her wings together. Once again, to learn how to make the wings, please check out my fairy doll wing tutorial. And that is it, guys. You're all set. You have a fabulous little candy corn fairy doll that is perfect for Halloween and perfect to get in the mood for fall. If you liked this tutorial, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. That would be amazing. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Check out some of my other fairy doll tutorials, as well as other craft tutorials. You can do that on my website, untidyartist.com, or on my YouTube channel. And if you have any comments or questions, please post those below. As always, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.